Well, here we are. It's December once again. It happens every year, and we begin to think of the past year, the things that have occurred in our personal lives and our social and political lives, and we look forward to the future. At this point, it can be very trepidating. So I want to do something a little different today for the December report. I'm going to read a piece of poetry of mine I wrote a number of years ago. It's entitled A Christmas Dream. Whilst quite asleep one Christmas Eve, I dreamt a dream so true that I must share it now with you. So real it was, 'tis hard to believe that I had ever lived or even been awake before. So it was with all that night. The morning came and all was light. The blackest space became as though my floor, and my windows were as made of freshest air. The light becomes a vessel white, filled to the brim with birds in flight. And as I was climbing up the stair, 'twas there I saw myself as never I had before, cramped up in a tiny, tiny space that I thought was the whole world. I held my breath up deep and felt my heart just leap. For I was being born, and it was Christmas morn. 'Twas like the clearest space fashioned as though from nothing. And in the front, there was a new kind of dream. While at my back, I felt the past reminding me of water in a stream. And now I entered well into a dream within my dream, where high above the earth I flew, seeing wonders of which I never knew. From up so high above the earth I saw it turning in sunlight, morning dew, all held up by nothing and supported by still less. Yes, but living deep and round the circle true, bathed in the clearest sunlight, a babe it was, or so it seemed. The earth lay bare before my eyes. Well, years flew by so quickly, I couldn't see them. Round this circle true, the earth and I, we flew. Why, once I caught the sight of love so bright, I learned to count by the times of its return. Until I knew, as in a flash, 'twas I that dreamt of night with all the while engulfed in light. And so I chose to wake from dreams of these and other things, to move once again among the snowflakes and the snails. For there and here is where I be, where dreams are not just dreams, they are the stuff from which we make reality. So, once each year, I remember well how all the earth is rung like a bell, and light is poured upon it as it from a well. And in the feeling I pass from here to there, where past and present are but two arms of now, holding love for all as she gives birth to the future, the universe within us all. I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives. December is a month of deep introspection and the beginning of a long search for truth, justice, and spiritual regeneration. My last report for November indicated that there would come from the election a new direction in our spiritual, social, and political lives. Of course, that has turned out to be true, but it has come at a very high price. Yet the rising sign of Sagittarius suggests that there is a path that can lead to some still higher truth. So let's take a look at the chart for the month of December. Now you can see that the chart is concentrated in the lower left, or the inner voices part of the chart. This is why I think we are due for some soul searching this month. Jupiter in Libra is the only planet in the upper half or relational area of the chart and is in the authoritative or 10th house. This may refer to legal challenges, to the presidential election results, and also refers to the December 19th convening of the Electoral College. Uranus, the planet of change and revolution, is in Aries and is once again in a reconstructive square relation to Pluto in Capricorn, which seeks to eliminate outworn and obsolete structures of governance. Uranus is retrograde in the 4th house on the right or the west side of the chart. This placement relates to revolution, but the retrograde motion means a new approach to change must be found. We may see a period of confusion as people search for ways to implement change. You can bet that all parties will be holding their cards very closely, with both the house of transformation, which is the 11th house, and the house of results and transcendence, which is the 12th house, are all in Scorpio, the sign of investigation and intrigue. The process of realignment is what will be conducted behind closed doors. Now, the Electoral College chart. This is the chart for December 19th, when the college convenes. And it's interesting for a couple of reasons. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and oversight, is now in the 9th house of judicial matters, and opposite Uranus, the planet of change, now in the 3rd house of community awareness. What is important here is that all the planets except the moon are found within that opposition. The moon generally refers to the people of a society. Here it is in the 8th house, calling for regeneration of proper social relations between people and society as a whole. With Saturn representing the past locked up in the 12th house of karmic restrictions, there is some possibility of successfully challenging the national election results, but that is very much not assured. Of course, under the Electoral College structure, we must wait for the results until January 6th, when the Senate certifies the results with the Aquarian Venus in the 2nd house of value. Overturning the election could bring chaos. So if you know your rising sign and moon signs, then please listen to those as well. Aries, you can come to grips with your impulsivity by adapting to situations rather than seeing them as obstructions. Jupiter in Libra can help you understand relationships and allow you to break from past habits. Taurus, self-improvement is the challenge this month. This is the beginning of efforts to expand your value to society and elevate your self-esteem. The certification of your natural abilities is your educational goal now. Gemini, resolve conflict requires rising above conflict. Attempts to control conflict will only embroil you in it. The challenge here is to seek advice from your circle of friends as a means of self-improvement. Cancer, your need for being independent and self-supporting can be advanced now if you resolve some inner conflicts that are holding you back. Knowing the terrain can help you develop needed practical skills. Leo, maintaining your essential validity requires some form of self-improvement. Elevating your perspective will improve all of your relationships. Honest expression of your feelings helps you earn the respect of your peers and also supports your desire to join group efforts. Virgo, put your shoulder to the wheel because it's required now. Taking the easy road will only mire you down into confusing emotions. Working through this month means taking practical steps to eliminate obstacles. Libra, career matters take center stage, brought about by changes in your basic support systems. Diplomacy is your main strength now. Wisdom is your guide. as you consider rebuilding or relocating your home base. Scorpio, it seems likely that you are considering a change in your career or workplace at least. Certain limitations have caused stress in your home life. You may need to apply discipline when thinking of moving. Sagittarius, your responsibilities revolve around family and relationships. The challenge is to choose actions based on your higher instincts. Discipline and focus are needed now to develop your discretionary powers. Capricorn, self-criticism will likely peak within the first 10 days of this month. The result will likely be a breakthrough, providing a sudden sense of belonging. Avoiding emotional quicksand protects your progress. Aquarius, you can't make up fantasies about change. Real progress for you means accepting the need and to act in ways that benefit the community at large. Some effort to improve your primary relationship seems likely too. Pisces, keep away from resentments over mistakes of passion and emotional insecurities. Some aspects of your life are under reconstruction, and patience is the key. Establish boundaries to avoid emotional pitfalls. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in getting a reading from me, please write to me at astroray@gmail.com. For East West Bookshop, I'm Ray Couture.